it's Phyllis at the Garden Studio Osteopath in Beckenham. So I've come on to follow up to my Wednesday wisdom tip from yesterday, which was be kind to your feet. Hence why I'm sitting on the floor, because it's going to be a bit easier for you to see what I'm doing if I put it down at this angle. So I'm going to sit on a chair in a minute to show you the exercises. So there's going to be 4 main exercises, 5 exercises in total I'm going to show you today. And you would need a prop for some of these. Again, all of these things, if you've got problems with your feet unexplained, go and get them checked out, or with your calves or anything unexplained pain that you really have no idea what's caused it, that you've not had investigated, get it sorted out. Either go and see your GP or your osteopath, who might be able to help you or will refer you on to somebody else. But always get it checked out. Assuming everything's okay, then these are some simple exercises that can really help keep your feet in good condition. What I would say is always, I suffer from a condition called lymphedema, hence why I've got very swollen lower limbs and also upper limbs as well. Mine's primary lymphedema. So my feet are very, very swollen, but one of the things that I do is I see a podiatrist regularly. And if you suffer from things like lymphedema or you're a diabetic, those sort of things, you should go and get them checked out regularly and get your feet seen to. So that is one of the things that I do. Who's that? Hi, Rita. So as I said, these exercises are really great for feet. It doesn't matter when you start them, and how mobile you are. So you can do these seated. You can also do them standing. So all of these exercises, barring possibly one, you can do standing. The props that you'll need are either a spiky ball or just a tennis ball or a golf ball, something, but a ball. And we're going to use that to do one of the massage techniques. You need a towel, so just a hand towel is fine. Doesn't matter if it's just a guest towel, smaller towel, you just need that. And a chair and yourself and your feet. So I'm going to sit on the chair there. I'm going to try and get up a little bit more elegantly than it possibly will look. Okay, so hopefully you can hear me and that you can see my feet. Okay, so we're going to go with the feet. I wasn't very kind to my feet the other day, as I managed to bash it against a pump that shouldn't have been there. But anyway, so I've been suffering with that a little bit. First exercise that I'm going to get you to do, I'm just going to rest that there so it's out of the way, is a really, really simple. This is a calf pump. And in fact, one of my colleagues asked me about this recently. So Emma, this is for you. So a calf pump helps get the lymphatics moving, gets the fluid circulating a bit. It's also very, very good, especially if you're sitting around for long periods of times, just to try and aid that circulation. So you would just sit literally, and what you're going to be doing is working these muscles, which are your calf muscles, your gastrocnemius, and also soleus is in there a little bit as well. And it just helps some of the circulation with that. And you're literally going to come onto your heels and then up onto your toes and back onto your heels and back up onto your toes. And if you do that for a minute or two, and you shall feel those muscles working at the back. Yeah. It also works the ones down the front as well. But that's what you want to do. And you want to do it on each leg. Now, I usually say do one leg at a time, because that way you actually go through the full motion. When you do both legs, sometimes we sort of like do half measures, whereas I want you to fully come up on top and back. Yeah. Now this you can also do standing, and if you use a chair for support and you come and back. Okay, so that's the first one. So that's a calf pump, and that helps with the lymphatic drainage. Heel raises are another one that you do. So with the calf pump, I'd say do that for about a minute to 5 minutes. You can do it whilst you're listening to the radio, watching the television, anything like that. And you can do that how many times a day that you want to. As long as you're not doing it hundreds of times a day, then you don't get on with doing anything else. So heel raises, now these are as they sound, heel raises. You are just going to be bringing the heel up and then back down. Heel up and back down. And these again help with getting this muscle moving, and they're also working your ankles. Now this is a really great one to do standing, using a chair for support, and you'd come up onto the heels if you can, both of them, yeah, and down. And what you can do is start in first position, bringing back my ballet days of when I was probably about yay high, and you come up onto the toes. And as I said, you can use a wall for balance, be against the wall, and then back down. And you hold it for about 10 seconds and then back down. So that's a really good one to do as well. And what I would do with that is I'd do maybe 10 repetitions of going up and down, and then you repeat that 2 or 3 sets. Okay? And all of these exercises, I would say to try and perform them maybe 2 to 3 times a week. If you can manage more, brilliant, but aim for about 2 to 3 times a week. So, towel. What did I want the towel for? So, with the towel, what you're going to do is you're going to place that on the floor, okay? And that's why I said you can use a guest towel, it doesn't matter. This is really good to get the toes working and to work on the arch of the foot. As we get older, sometimes we lose some of that, or like me, I've got very, very flat feet. This is quite a good exercise to work the toes and the arch of the feet. And what you're literally doing is you're trying to scrunch and pick the towel up by curling the toes. All right, and you do that with both feet. I don't know if you can see it a bit better there. Yeah? And this you can also do standing. So you can stand, and I'm going to stand off, otherwise I'll probably, and I'll come to this end, and you do the same there. And you're scrunching up the towel. Yeah? So that's a really simple one to do. And again, maybe 10 repetitions of that. Now, I'm going to put my spiky ball on the towel, mainly because of the fact that on my floor, it would slip about a little bit. So you'd want either a spiky ball like this one. You don't need a spiky ball. You can just use an ordinary ball. And what you're going to do is you're going to place your foot on the ball, and you're going to massage by rolling the ball from the heel to the toe. And that gives you the most gorgeous massage. And what you can do is circle round, and as I said, go from heel to toe. It's a really nice exercise. It's a nice treat for your feet. So that's giving you a nice fit foot massage. And I would do maybe 10 to 20 repetitions of that on each foot. The final exercise is to actually work the ankles and to get things circulating a little. So what you're going to do is you're going to rotate your ankle in a clockwise direction. And again, I would do 10 or 20 of those, probably about 10, and then back in the other direction. And this gives a nice bit of movement for the whole of the foot, but particularly the ankles. 10 in each direction, so that's what I meant by saying doing 20. You're going to do 10 clockwise and 10 counterclockwise. I'll show you this way. Now, only if you're very steady on your feet would I do this one standing. Because what this does is it challenges your balance, your proprioception. So maybe be near a wall that you can support yourself and do it that way. But if you've got any balance problems, better off starting off by doing these seated. Okay, so I don't sit on the spiky ball. Hopefully those have been nice and clear. Rita, let me know how you get on with them. Anybody else? Feel free to message me. Place something at the bottom of this. They're really simple but effective exercises. Hopefully you'll find them that way. And I will see you on the next feed, which will be on Monday. I'll be doing some more exercises. And I've got a whole theme of stuff that we're going to try and go through, some exercises. I'm probably going to give you some more foot exercises on Monday maybe. And then we're going to go on Wednesday with some tips, going to give you some stuff. And then I will give you some exercises, post the tips on a Thursday. So look forward to seeing you next week. As I said, feel free to post some messages below. Let me know how you get on with these. All right, speak soon. Take care. All the best.